Dear good students, good morning. How do you do? Yesterday we had stopped up to the building line and control line. Today we will continue traffic separators or median. The main function is to prevent head-on collision between the vehicles moving in opposite direction in order to channelize the traffic into streams at intersections so as to segregate the flow of traffic and to protect pedestrians. Therefore, IRC recommends a minimum desirable width of 5 meter and may be reduced to 3 meter where the land is restricted. Also, the minimum width of median in urban area is 1.2 meters. This is a four-lane divided carriageway, or also known as a dual carriageway. This is the main median or separators, what you call separators, and shrubs are SHU or BS. SHU or BS. Shrubs are planted so that during night time driving the headlight glare will not be difficulty for the drivers, those who are approaching opposite to each other. Cross slope or camber. It is the slope provided to the road surface in the transverse direction, that is perpendicular to the direction of movement, in order to drain off the rainwater from the road surface. To prevent the entry of surface water into the subgrade soil through pavement. To prevent the entry of water into the bituminous pavement layer. To improve the rainwater from the pavement surface as quickly as possible and to allow the pavement to get dry soon after the rain so that soil will not be in contact with water, hence strength will be retained. It is expressed as a percentage, X% or N%. Also, it may be expressed as 1 vertical to N horizontal, that is 1 in N or 1 in X. It depends on the payment. It depends on the payment surface and amount of rainfall. You have to note down here. It depends on what depends on cross slope or camber is depends on pavement surface and amount of rainfall. So based on that, IRC recommended the values of camber for different types of road surface depending upon rainfall, heavy and light, heavy rainfall, light rainfall, and type of road surface. For cement concrete and high type bituminous pavement, where rainfall is heavy, cross slope may be 1 in 50, that is 2%. If it is light, 1 in 60. Similarly, for other surfaces are given in the table, you can follow. Whereas in case of earth road, it is 1 in 25.4 if it is heavy, and light, it is 1 in 33. Example will take. In a district where the rainfall is heavy, major district road of WBM pavement 3.8 meter wide and a state highway of bituminous concrete pavement 7 meter wide to be constructed. What should be the height of the crown with respect to the edges in these two cases? Means it is asked here is, suppose if this is the pavement of 3.8 meter wide, if we are providing the camber like this, what should be the height of the crown? This is crown point, CROWN, this crown point from the pavement surface. So this is required to be found out. That we will see in the next page. For WBM road, provide a camber rate of 1 in 33 as you can see from the table. As the rainfall is heavy, rise of crown with respect to edges is 3.8 divided by 2 multiplied by 1 upon 33. That gives you 0.058 meters. Whereas in the other case, second case, for bituminous concrete road, Provide a crossfall of 1 in 50, it is given in table. Rise of crown with respect to edges is equal to 7 by 2 multiplied by 1 upon 50, because it is bituminous concrete road. Assumed that here it is 2 lane, 2 into 3.75, that is 7 by 2 by 1 by 50, that is equal to 0.07 meter. Okay. Next, too steep slope is not desirable because of the following reasons. So thinking that water can be rolled down very, very quickly, we should not provide too steep slope. It is uncomfortable, side thrust, and in unequal wear of the tires as well as the road surface. Problem of toppling over highly laden bullock cart and truck. Tendency of most of the vehicle to travel along the center line. That's why too steep slope is not preferable. Next element, curb. It indicates the boundary between the pavement and the shoulder. It is desirable to provide curb in urban area. It provides the lateral stability, and it is of 3 types: low or mountable type curb, semi-barrier type, third one, barrier type. So in the first case, the height of about 10 centimeter above the pavement edge with flat batter is provided. During acute emergency, the vehicle may be taken on the footpath. Whereas semi-barrier type, it is 15 centimeter above and with a batter of 1:1 on the top, 7.5 centimeter is provided. It prevents parking the vehicle, but during the emergency, here also it is possible to drive over this curb with some difficulty. Whereas the third one is barrier type, means vehicles should not come on to that under any circumstances. It is provided in built-up area adjacent to the footpaths with considerable pedestrian traffic. The height of the curb is about 20 centimeters above the pavement edge with a steep batter of 1 vertical to 0.25 h, so that vehicle driver is discouraged to enter onto the footpath climbing over the curb. See here, curbs, how they are provided. It is shown in this figure. Curb stone, what we call. It provides the lateral stability, as you could see here, and it is marked with or painted with alternate bands of black and white, so that it will be very distinct from a far distance to the driver. This also curb. This also curb. So all these are curbs. Next, guardrail. It is provided at the edge of the shoulder when the road is constructed on a fill which exceeds 3 meter. It is also provided on horizontal curves so as to provide a better night visibility of the curves under the headlight of the vehicle. Even at the bridge site, especially at the bridge location or bridge site, you must have seen the guardrails, so that it saves the vehicle to slip from the pavement. That's why it is known as guardrail. You can see here, guardrails are provided, maybe steel or even cement concrete. Road margins. There are so many road margins. First of all, you will see parking lane, lay-by, busways, frontage road, driveway, cycle track, footpath, etc. So we will briefly see what. Parking lane. These are provided on urban roads to allow the car parking. As far as possible, only parallel parking should be allowed, as it is safer for movement of vehicle. It should have sufficient width, say about 3 meters. Lay-by. These are provided near the public conveniences with guide map to enable the driver to stop clear of the carriageway. It has 3-meter width, 30-meter length, and 15-meter end tapers on both sides. Bus bays. These may be provided by recessing the curb to avoid conflict with moving traffic. It is located at least 75 meters away from the intersections. Frontage road. These are provided to give access to the properties along an important highway with control access to expressway or freeway. It may run parallel to the highway and are isolated by separators. Next element, driveway. It connects the highway with commercial establishment like fuel stations, service stations, etc. It should be located away from the intersections. All these elements are to be located very far away from intersections so that the traffic movements will be more safer. Cycle track. It is provided in urban areas when the volume of cycle traffic on the road is very high. A minimum width of 2 meters is provided for the cycle track. Footpath, as usual, we are aware. These are provided in urban areas when the vehicular as well as pedestrian traffic is heavy to protect the pedestrian and to decrease the accident. Minimum width of 1.5 meter is provided. Minimum width of 1.5 meter is provided for footpath. You can see here all those elements are being observed. You can observe in these figures. Even here also you can observe. Buses. So this curb is made a recess so that the traffic can move on the road here. The traffic can move here, whereas bus bay is separately provided with painting bus so that if the bus parks here, the people, those who are standing here, can board into the bus and alight alternatively. So these are the different way of making the bus bays. Frontage road. You can see frontage roads. Now cross section of road in built up area. So this cross section you can see central island area. This is the carriageway, halfway this type, halfway. Normal slope 2%. Normal slope 2% is provided. Barrier with curb here. Barrier with curb. This is the cross section of built up area. Now, cross section of flexible pavement. You can see the different layers also. You can see the different layers also. This is the roadway width. This is the roadway width. Here it is carriageway width. Carriageway width. Different layers: subgrade, subbase, base course, and surface course. This is the carriageway which is shown at the top. Similarly, this is for rigid pavement, that is cement concrete road. Subbase, if at all it may be provided over the subgrade, and directly cement concrete is provided as the surface course. Carriageway width, earth shoulder, etc. are shown in this figure. We will stop here. We will see the next chapter or article side distance in the next class. Okay.